Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. My name's Teresa and this is Teresa's Life Budgeted. And this is our reallocation day for June. Yay! I'm so excited. I added them up. I've got them like already split out into their categories. And we had a total of 26 savings challenges. Granted, a lot of that was my s'mores, but that's pretty awesome. How many do we have last time? We had 21 in May, so we had a lot of them this month. We did finish out our s'mores, so if you didn't see that, go check out my last video where we closed out s'mores for right now. But yeah, let's go ahead and add everything up, divvy it out where it needs to go, and see what we got. Let's go ahead and start with our s'mores because that's our biggest stack of them here. Let me get the rest of it out of the way. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead, unclip all of these and get them stacked up, and then we will add it all up together. So give me just a minute, friends. All right, let's give it an add and see what we've got. We've got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, $63. Nice. I do actually have one more than I thought, so we actually have 27 completed challenges because 2 of them were stuck together. So $63 there. Let's go ahead. Let's set that to the side and we will come back to that. Next up, we've got Christmas. Let's get our total we got for the month. We had 2 of them. We had this one from Janelle Ray Budgets, which I got off of her Etsy account. And then we had our Merry Money Mondays from Saving with Tiffany and Dawn Sunrise Budgeting. And so let's see what we saved for those. We had 68 that we had from Janelle. And then we had 18 from our Merry Money Mondays. All right. So we got 50, 60, 70, 75, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, $86 in Christmas. Nice. Let's go ahead. Is it this one? Nope. Let's tuck our Christmas money in. Come back around to that. Next up, we've got, well, debt's pretty small, so let's do our debt. That is, we got one of them from BossBabeBudgets 777. And we got $50 for there. So I am going to do this a little bit different, actually, because we've got different categories. I added them all up, and we should have $355 in our sinking funds for everything. But what I want to do is, I had an extra 5 in the s'mores than I thought I did, but we're going to kind of stick with my original math. So I thought we had 25 and 5s, but we actually have 30. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to match that 25 with another $25. So we're going to take these 2 minis. We've got 10 and 15. So we will put those with our s'mores challenge for month ahead. And then what we're going to do is we're going to do, we've got 3 left. We're going to do 1 towards our property fund, 1 towards vacation, and 1 towards debt is what I decided. So besides that, we also have some money from our $1,000 savings. So we had this one from Save with Glow and this one from BZ's Things that we finished. So let's go ahead and see how much we got for those. Okay, so to put into our $1,000 towards savings to build up for the year, we've got 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104. So let's go ahead and put that into our savings. And then let's go ahead and randomize these three between our three different ones. So we've got our debt, we've got property, and we've got vacation. So, let's go vacation first. What we're going to do is we're going to roll a 6-sided die and we'll work our way. Well, let's do this. We've got 1, 2, 3, or 4, 5, and 6. Okay? So we got a 3. So this one's going to go towards vacation. Then we'll go property next. So let's do odd or even. So we got an even towards the property, which means this one is going to go towards debt. Worked out perfect. But let's go ahead and let's add this up and see what we got grand total, because that I didn't do, so I'm not sure. Especially because I was wrong on the s'mores. So we've got 11, so that's a 4, carry our 1. So it's going to be a 5, carry 2. So $554. Wow. Nice. Right? So hold on. That is going to be 10. Right, so we got our 1 that we're carrying, and then we got 4 plus our 1. Yeah. Yep, that's right. Had to second guess myself and redo my math there. But all right, so let's go ahead. Oh, no, I didn't account for the 20 bucks. Well, you know what? I gotta have money in my silver and gold, so we're gonna pull these ones that we are gonna put into our month ahead. And we will only be putting an extra $5 into our month ahead because I've got to have my 20 bucks to put into silver and gold for my husband, because that's what he wants to save for. So we've got our silver and gold, and then we've got, okay, well, let's go ahead and just get this organized. Hold on a second. Okay, this is our vacation money, so let's go ahead, tuck this one into vacation. Then we've got our property money that, hold on. All right, so we're going to do our June back to the bank. So we've got our property, because all of our money for the property fund goes right back to the bank. I don't have an envelope for it. So let's see, what did we get for there? Okay, so for property, we've got 20, 40, 45, 50, 55, 56, 57, 58, $59. Nice. I'm trying to remember what I did with my May back to the bank so I can see, but I guess it doesn't really matter. I will just keep track of that. But $59 that we're doing for that one. So with our $50 that we had for the bank, we're adding another 21. So that's for debt. we've got $50, $71. Right? Yep, 71. That we'll be paying extra onto my husband's car because that's the debt that we are working on right now. So this is my back to the bank money. And so this is our money for property that's going to go back to the bank. Okay, so this is so far all of our back to the bank money, and we've got, right? Would it even be me, friends, if I wasn't a little bit messed up? All right, so silver and gold. Of course, I didn't leave a space that I needed to leave, but you know, whatever. So we're adding $20 into silver and gold. Let's see what that now puts us up to. So let's just put these two tens back for a 20 right now. So we've got 100 in the bank, and now we have 20, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44. So 144 now in silver and gold. Let me grab some $100 prop bills. Because I think we will need one of those at least for Christmas. So Christmas, we're adding 50, 60, 70, 75, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, $86 to Christmas. That puts us up to so let's condense really quick. We've got 50, 70, 90, 100. So Christmas will get 100 going back to the bank. Okay, and then we've got 10, 15, 20. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, we're fully condensed. Let's see how much we now have in Christmas. We have 500, 600, 700, 720, 25, 26, 27. So 727, right? Yes, into Christmas. Yay! I love it. Another 100 in the bank. All right, next up we have our savings, which we are adding 20, 40, 60, 80, 90. We're adding 100 into our savings account. So we're adding 100, 101, 102, 103, 104 into savings. Let's see what we're up to now in there. Okay, so I've got my $1,000. That is what we started out with. So we started with 100 or 1,000, and I want to get up to 2,000 this year. Okay, so now we are at 1,000, 100, 200, 250, 260, 265, hold on, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I got to do my condensing first. Okay, so 1,000, 100, 200, 50, 70, 71, 72, 73. So 1,273. Nice. So 273 of our 1,000 for this year. Definitely got to get going on that one. Okay, property fund. We are adding $59. And I'm not sure what we had last time, so I'll have to add that later. And then vacation, we are adding 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 100. Yay. I love that we had to put some money in the bank for that one. Ooh, hold on. So we had 59 this month. I should have it written down, I think, from last month. Did I write it on here? I did not. I think last month I just kept track of it, but so, oh well. And then we got 10, 20, 30, 35, 40. Man, we had quite a bit into vacation this time. 40, 45, 46. So 146 we're adding into vacation. Nice. Okay, let's go ahead, take 2 20s and 2 5s, and let's grab ourselves a $50 bill. Okay, now let's see what we're up to. We now have 100, 200, 250, 70, 71. Nice. Alrighty, and then debt, we are adding 71 total for debt. All right, I think that's it. We just have our $68 to now put into our s'mores fund, into our month ahead. So let's set that money off to the side, and I'll get my month ahead out. So for our month ahead, we've got a few 5s, we've got a lot of 1s, so we'll definitely be condensing when we're done. If you're new to my channel, the way that I do my month ahead, the only person that I've seen that does it similar to this is Taylor at Taylor Your Budget. That's kind of where I got my idea from. But she does also add in the snowball effect, which I don't do. So the way I do it, it's easiest if I just show you. So I've got half-ish of my categories right here that we're working on, and then I've got more categories to add in as we finish some. That's the plan. So internet gets $1, life insurance gets 2, TV gets 2, tractor gets 5, Honey's car gets 5, gas gets 6. Eating out gets 8. This is a freebie on my coffee account if you are interested. It's totally free. It won't have the things written on here, so you can write in your own, but it's a freebie out there if you're interested. Linked down below. And we'll do $8 into allowance. And that's it. And then we flip back up to the front again. So $1 for internet. 2 for life insurance, 2 for TV, tractor gets 5, Honey's car gets 5, gas gets 6, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, eating out gets 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then I only have 2 left, so I can't do allowance, so we start back over at the front. So internet gets $1. Life insurance would need 2, so I don't have that, so my $1 goes into internet. And that's how we do it. All right, so I think what we're going to do, we're going to work back the other way. So we'll go back to the blue. We're going to do the rainbow still, but I think we're going to kind of work our way backwards. So we're going to go to our indigo color next. I thought about starting over with red again. Maybe we should do that. Yeah, let's do that. Let's just start over back at the beginning and work our way through. Either way, I'm going to pull back out our money that's going back to the bank. That way we can condense as we go. All right, so internet, we're adding $1, $2, $3, $4. But yes, so we're going to do this a little bit different next month. So you just have to, see how it goes. I have a plan in my head, but you know me, I might change my mind. But yes, I hope everybody has had themselves a wonderful weekend. I'm actually recording this on Saturday. So once I'm done with this, we're going to go over to my parents' house and we're going to grill some food over there. That's my Father's Day gift that I'm doing for my dad. We were going to do steaks, but he decided that he's like, I'd go for a burger. So we're going to do everything. So in internet now, we have 20, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. $31, $32. I did have these, if you're new to my channel, I had them laminated and I was doing them with wet erase markers, but I decided that that was not going to work out because it was taking forever to dry. So I just reprinted them, changed up my budget to the new version of my budget. We've got $4 in life insurance. And so I just did it that way so that we could just color them in with markers now and just make life a little easier. All right, so we only need one more next time and we will finish life insurance. That will be our first one completed. I'm so excited. I cannot wait. All right, so now in life insurance, we have 20, 40, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52. So we only need $2 more for that one. Awesome. That's going to be our first one we've completed. And how many weeks have we been working on this? We've been working on this for a while, or months actually. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is our 8th month we've been working on it. So it took us 9 months to do our first one. Wow. Oh, goodness, that makes me feel like I'm slow. But hey, takes a while to get there. All right, but we're getting there, so that's the exciting part. Next up, we have TV. That also got $4. So 2 of them we're going to color in for that one. So now we have 20, 40, 41, 42, 43, $44 in TV. Next up, we have tractor. We've got $10 we're adding in. So 2 of those. Okay, let's see what we're up to now. Got 2 10s here. We're going to switch out for a 20. And we now have $50, $70, $90. We are so close. Maybe next time we'll be able to put a $100 prop bill in here and keep even more of this in the bank, which will be awesome. So yes, once we hit $100 bills on these, they will be getting prop bills. Looks like we're putting 10 into Honey's car as well. This one's still got a little ways to go to get to our $100 mark. So we've got $50, $70, $80. Next up, we've got gas. We're putting $5, $6, $7, $8, $9, $10, $12 into gas. 2 of those. So far, everybody gets 2. Well, not everybody, but mostly. So now we are at 20, 40, 60, 70, 75, 76, 77, $78. Eating out, we're doing 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Get in there. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, $16 into eating out. This one we actually just started last week. It got added in. So 2 of those, because the way I changed my budget was I condensed all of my utilities into one line item in my budget. So I was able to add in some new ones that we're working on right now. Okay. Well, let's do a 10 and 2 5s for a 20. And now we have $20, $30, $31, $32. Nice. And allowance got $8. So we're going to do 1 on allowance. It is going to get harder and harder as we get into the bigger budget items, and they'll be even higher amounts. All right, allowance is got 10, 15, 20. $21, $22, $23, $24 now. All right, and that is going to do it for us, friends. We've got a good chunk of money that we're taking back to the bank. Looks like we have $430. That's awesome. So get all of these small little bills out and condense that into some bigger ones. And look at all the money we get to take back to the bank, friends. I love it. All right. I know it was kind of a short one today. Not as much variety of like divvying out the money, but hey, we saved money and I'm super stoked for that. All right, friends, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, hit subscribe if you haven't yet, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, friends.